Since the people try acupuncture for the very first time, headaches seem to top that list. That certainly rings true for holistic health expert and the owner of Healing Insight, Senya May.
So Senya's here to show us how this ancient Chinese system of medicine can alleviate the chronic pain. This is like something so many people deal with, right?
It's so prevalent in our culture. It's crazy how many people have headaches.
And it really, you can get some great results from acupuncture.
Absolutely. In fact, with all of the research that's been done on acupuncture and what it can help here in the United States, the biggest things that come out at the top are tension headaches and migraines.
Are you listening to this, Steve Patterson?
Tension headaches. Now, these can be a lot of those things too. Whenever you're looking over and you hunch it like this at your computer,
Like at your computer, you're on your phone,
at your screens. Okay, so we have our model Rita, who is here now. Rita has an acupuncture needle.
She's got a couple needles
right in the top of her head, the crown of her head. Help me understand that, because that gives me the willies.
Well, I always start with this point because it's super, super calming. So if you're a little bit nervous about acupuncture, we put that point in and everybody just relaxes.
Plus, you can't even see it happening. I mean, you're laying down,
That's true.
So like, who knows? And you
don't
probably
feel
can't even feel that.
You don't feel
I've
that
had
one
it in
at
my
all.
head. I never feel it. Yep. Okay, so then where are the other places? What's our strategy when we're saying, okay, we want to tackle headaches?
So there's a couple points that we really like to use for headaches, and it depends on where the headache is located. But like here on the corner of the hairline, this really helps to just open up the blood flow to your entire head. Oh, wow. So it can really help with tension headaches and with migraines.
Okay.
But then sometimes people get sinus headaches, right? Where it's like you get that pain in between your eyebrows, or like you feel it by your nose.
Well, and then you get worried that it's going to turn into a sinus infection.
Exactly, and then you're going to have to go on antibiotics, and you're dealing with all of that. Yeah, definitely getting into that time of the year.
So if you're starting to feel that sinus headache, what should we do?
So there's a great point. You'll see me do this a lot, actually, because it's good for so many things. But this point here between the eyebrows can help to open up the sinuses there. We can also do acupuncture here by the nose as well, if you are feeling congestion right there.
So you can really target, hey, I'm having a sinus headache, some sinus issues, and you go right at it.
And then what's happening? Like, what are these needles targeting, and then what goes on in your head?
Sure. So if we're doing tension headaches or migraines, we want to help to relax the muscles in your head, so that you just, like, everything loosens up, you get better blood flow. Or in the case of migraines, there's problems with your blood vessels constricting improperly, we can adjust that a little bit. But with sinus headaches, we can stimulate points, and it helps to open up the sinuses and flush them out. And so that can help to relieve.
Okay, so Senya, are people calling you and saying, okay, I have a headache right now, can I get in today? Or are they saying, I have chronic headaches, when can I come in? Like, that's what I always kind of wonder, is it the difference between like urgent care or, I mean, how does that work?
You know, most people who call us have chronic headaches or chronic migraines, or they're like, I'm so sick of dealing with this, I'm tired of taking medications, so they're coming in to heal the underlying cause of it.
Okay.
But a lot of times people do come in and they're like, I have a headache today, like, what are you gonna do with acupuncture because my head hurts?
Yeah.
And if they do have a headache that day, we can actually decrease it before they even walk out of the office.
Boy, that's
which
a
is
breakthrough,
great.
folks,
So don't be afraid to call that day and say, can you get me in?
Exactly.
We were having a conversation the other night at dinner, and someone said, well, I haven't had acupuncture, but I've had acupressure. And I said, what are you talking about? What's the difference? So explain what acupressure is.
So acupressure is just massaging acupuncture points to get a similar effect as what you get from acupuncture needles. It's a little bit more of a temporary short-term fix.
So you can do this maybe if you, well, obviously if you just want a little massage too, but maybe if you're a little bit nervous about it, or is it in conjunction with using needles too?
You can do it's something you can do at home. And so in the video that they were showing, it was showing some acupuncture and body work, which we'll combine in our office to help massage muscles and release tension, and then do some acupuncture as well to help with headache.
I've heard a good headache one is squeezing something in the web between your thumb and your index finger.
Is this an old wives' tale?
No, this is a real thing. In fact, I know a local doctor was doing some research on this to see if it can really help with headaches. And a lot of kids learn it for ice cream headaches, I guess.
Brain freeze.
Yeah, for brain freeze. And so the way that you find this point is the acupuncture point is kind of in the meaty part of your hand. If you put your thumb and your first finger together, it's kind of in this mound right here. And so you want to press on that point. And a really easy way to find that is to take your other hand and you want to line up the kind of crease of that thumb with the web of your hand there.
Are you doing this? Everyone doing this
at
home?
And then you just fold your thumb down, and the point is right underneath that. So that's a super accurate way to find
because
that
other people
spot.
might be doing too far in. You
Exactly.
Have to go, like,
You don't want to pinch the skin. You want to actually be working on the muscle that's in there. And if
so
you get
how
too
long are we
close to the
doing
bone,
this?
you don't feel it.
Yeah.
So you can do it for kind of until your headache goes away. So start with like a minute. Work up. You can do like up to 5 minutes as well. And when you massage it, you want to feel an ache, so you know you're doing it right. If you like feel feel something there. I mean,
Yeah,
we
a
don't
lot.
want it to hurt, but
Yeah.
you know you're applying the right amount of
It does
pressure.
kind of
if you do
relax
that.
you. Are you feeling relaxed?
Yeah.
Are you feeling more
How about
relaxed?
this? Our new system at work.
Yeah.
If you see my hand just limp fall on your desk, that means acupressure.
No, I'm going to say, go back to your own desk. You have your own desk.
How about that?
Boundaries,
Hey,
Senya.
quickly
You're
before we
constantly
go,
working on the
Senya,
boundaries.
we have this set up at our house. These are 2 tennis balls inside of a sock.
You do?
Tied at the end. Yes, we do.
Oh, cool.
And this gives you the same effect of the acupressure that we're talking
Yep,
about.
so if you want to do acupressure on the back of your neck, this is a great thing to do. You can lie on 2 tennis balls that are in a gym sock.
No way.
And
Yeah,
that's
this is
a form of
real.
acupressure.
And so you put them like that and then you just lay down?
Yep, it does all the work for you.
And then
Yeah.
how long do you want to lay like that?
I don't know, an hour?
Yeah.
No, so I mean, like
Till
5
the
minutes.
heart
Until your
can really
stops.
help.
children start screaming and they need something?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool, Senya.
thanks.
Thank
Look
you
at that.
so much. Look at Rita, looking good. See,
Rita.
you notice when she put the needle in, not a flinch. This is what
I
I,
know,
always
that's
like.
really
I like
crazy.
that we do this live so that you can see, and I've done this too, that there is no reaction.
It's really something.
yeah,
It's really something.
little tiny.
If you'd like to try it for yourself, you want a little bit of that relief that we're talking about, use promo code TCL Health. You'll get $100 off of a 3-session introductory package of acupuncture or acupressure plus body work. You can schedule your appointment online or by phone.
You will find all the details on our website, twincitieslive.com, and a big thanks to Healing Insight for sponsoring the show. You moving?